Brought to you by Get Well Yoga. Get back to doing what you love.
Well, thanks, Meadow, and we'll continue with that sense of calm and ease and see if we can continue that with some standing postures and emphasize that letting go. We hold so much stress, unconscious stress in the shoulders. I invite you to roll the shoulders a few times back in one direction and begin to isolate the movement just to the shoulders so the hands are fairly still. Releasing unconscious stress in the shoulders, in the jaw, soften face, soften scalp. And in the opposite direction a few times. Rolling the shoulders forward very slowly. Coming back to just breathing in and out of the nose, a nourishing breath in through the tip of the nose as the shoulders rise. Exhaling as the shoulders come forward. Slow it down. And then independently rolling each shoulder back. As though you're doing the backstroke without the arms. As we articulate the scapula, the shoulder blades often get very sticky. There's a lot of fascia there that adheres it, which adhere, I should say, the shoulder blades to the back and the upper back. So anytime we can articulate the shoulder blades, we release tension in the upper back and shoulder atlas, and in the opposite direction a few times. Again, isolate the movement to the shoulder head so the hands are as still as you can. Wonderful. Both hands come up in a clearing gesture and then slowly descend down through the midline about 3 inches apart. There's no hurry. Let's do another movement for the neck and shoulders today, and we're going to release the upper trapezius. So I invite you to take the back of the hand to the kidney in the back body. So we have a firm press of the kidney, hand into the kidney. And we're going to take the very tip of the index finger and we're going to place it to the tip of the ear. Inhaling a nourishing breath, grow long, spread toes wide, elevate toes off the earth, and then place the wide spread toes back down to earth. As you slowly exhale, drawing the ear towards the shoulder. In my case, I'm drawing right ear towards shoulder. If I'm mirroring you, it would be the left ear towards left shoulder. Soften face, soften jaw. And if you are drawing the left ear towards the left shoulder, can you relax and release the right shoulder back down to earth? Nourishing breath through the tip of the nose. And then give yourself a nice deep self-massage here by firmly pressing into the side neck muscles here. As you release, the eye of the palm travels down through the midline, releasing trapped and stagnant energy. As you move with grace, the back of the hand comes to the kidney in the back body as the opposite hand glides to the tip of the ear, slowly drawing the ear towards the shoulder. And perhaps you're closing the eyes, perhaps it's a soft focus. Perhaps you have your eyes at the horizon line. Whatever you can do to fully release the upper shoulder atlas here. Feel a nice length through the scalene muscles, the side neck muscles. If you have left ear towards left shoulder, you release the right shoulder down to earth. If you have right ear towards right shoulder, release the left shoulder down to earth. There's no hurry. A couple of nourishing breaths in through the tip of the nose, perhaps feeling a deeper stretch as you lengthen, deepen, and slow down the breath. You need to see if you can inhabit the body today. That's really advanced yoga. Advanced yoga and qigong is when we really feel the full benefits of the movement. Inhabiting the body fully, sensing our breath. Slowly pressing firmly down through the nape of the neck, Give yourself a nice self-massage here, down through the scalene muscles. The eye of the palm travels down through the midline, releasing trapped and stagnant energy. As we begin to slowly move the arms back and the hips join as we move the hips and arms, swimming slowly. Bring the hips along for the ride as we articulate the largest joints in the body, the ball and socket joints of the shoulder and the hips, releasing synovial fluid into these joints. And see if you can bring that sense of relaxation in through the movement. And in the opposite direction a few times. Now we're in lockdown, we can't go surfing down the coast anymore unless you're down the coast. So this could be our next best thing as we come back to the breath and move the shoulder atlas. Wonderful day to do yoga here in Australia and hopefully back in the States there. As we take the arms up in the clearing gesture, coming down through the midline. And I'll face this way to give you a better sense of the movement as the hands come forward. And then the eyes of the palms, an energy gateway, come back towards the chest. Exhaling out through the eyes of the palms, grow long, out through the crown of the head. Think about lengthening out through the crown of the head and down through the soles of the feet. Inhaling a nourishing breath as the hands come back to the heart. Exhaling as the hands travel forward. Take the hands out to the sides, out to the far horizons. Bending at the knees as the elbows bend, and then straightening the knees as we straighten the arms. Grow long out through the crown of the head as you stand tall and extending out to the far horizons. Then the hands come back in front once more. Palms face up as they retreat to the heart. Nourish the heart. Exhaling as the hands come forward as we make a ball of energy. In fact, with our friends and family over in the States, perhaps we're thinking of this as the globe, the world today we have. And think about this line of energy up through the inside of the arms. And we're growing long out through the spine. Remember, energy and youth is in the spine, we believe in yoga. And we're setting our gaze right between the fingers, and the hands are about 3 or 4 inches apart as we hold on to embrace the world, embrace the globe, all our friends and family around the globe joining us today. And perhaps come into a sense of gratitude. What are you grateful for today? Often with stress and anxiety, a great relief is really noticing and coming into gratefulness. What are we grateful for today? As we hold here for a moment, setting our gaze between the hands. Soften face, soften jaw. Hands come back to the shoulder heads and out to the far horizons once more. Then the arms come up to the heavens and slowly back down through the midline, about 3 inches apart. Wonderful. As we come to that sense of release once more, I invite you to take the hands now out to the sides, bending deeply at the elbows. Exhaling, we make a firm fist and bend deeply at the knees. Chin comes into chest. Inhaling, hands come out to the sides. Chest gets bigger, heart gets bigger. Exhaling, we make a firm fist. Forearms come together. And if you want to be challenged today, I invite you to raise the heels off the earth. Inhaling, chest gets bigger, heart gets bigger, shoulders draw back and down, and raise the toes off the earth. Spread the toes wide. Exhaling, perhaps the heels rise. It's a fine posture to keep the heels on the earth today. Come into this beautiful way in which we can bring oxygen into the front body and the back body. The lungs are the commander of chi as we exhale into the back body, or inhaling, I should say, into the back body, exhaling into the front body, as we draw the chin perhaps energetically into the chest, as perhaps the heels raise in a deep squat. As we make a fist, think about something that you're holding on to. Perhaps it's something emotional, perhaps it's something physical, and then let it go. The fingers unfurl. Hold that thing that we want to really release, and then let it go. On the next breath, as we release the fist, I invite you to turn in one direction, perhaps out to the left. Chest gets bigger, heart gets bigger, draw the shoulder blades back and down, coming back to the midline in a crouch or a low squat. Heels rise perhaps, making a firm fist, elbows, forearms come together. Inhaling in the opposite direction, a slight axial rotation, a standing twist. The hands separate, fingers unfurl. Coming back once more to the midline. Spinal cord breathing. As we articulate the spine in all 6 directions. Think about lengthening out through the crown of the head as you stand tall, and then holding and releasing. Wonderful. Both hands come up once more in a clearing gesture, releasing that last movement. Just slowly, very slowly, as we take the hands back down through thick air. Wonderful. As we take the hands now interlaced to the back of the head, I invite you to come down into a squat as best you can today, and then release standing tall. Take the hands into the back of the head and draw the heart forward. Grow long out through the crown of the head. Spread the toes wide. Lengthen through all 4 sides of the torso, up through all 4 sides of the neck as you grow tall. Exhaling as you come into a deep squat, the elbows come towards each other. Inhaling as we grow tall once more, toes rise. Feel the air between the webbing of the toes perhaps. Exhaling as we come into a deep squat. Nourishing breath through the tip of the nose. Exhaling as we come into a squat. There's only one thing that's missing, and that's the smile, right? We do these movements and poses and sequences with much joy and wellness. Nourish the heart. As you inhale fully and extend out through the crown of the head. Spread toes wide. Exhaling as you come into a squat. Wonderful. Releasing that last movement as the hands come up once more in a clearing fashion. Oops. Exhaling as we come back down. I'm going to continue with some neck and shoulder movements today as we take the back of the hand once more into the lower back. And press quite firmly as we take the hand now to the ear. The opposite hand comes to the ear. And inhaling, slight twist in the body here, so there's an axial rotation. And we're taking the back of the hand into the base of the skull and extending, helping extend the spine and out through the crown of the head. Feel the back of the hand firmly into the lower back. Let the hand at the lower back help support the lengthening of the spine all the way down through the lower lumbar, up through the thoracic spine, out through the cervical spine, out through the crown of the head as we inhale back to the midline in the opposite direction. See if you can come back to that sense of lengthening, almost a sense of traction in the spine as you lengthen out through the crown of the head. Nourishing breath through the tip of the nose. Exhaling now as we take the elbow to the opposite knee in a deep crouch twist in the body. Inhaling as we come back up, coming back into traction and lengthening through the neck. And then across to the other side as we twist through the body and lengthen out through the crown of the head as best you can today. Again, we're just doing the best with what we have. So at any point, if there's any pain, any radiating pain, tingling pain, I invite you to back off immediately and come back just to the breathing practices. Perhaps coming back to mountain pose or Tadasana, slowly releasing the hands. As we move gracefully to the other side, the back of the hand comes to the lower back, the opposite hand to the ear. Inhaling as we take the heart up to the heavens, perhaps looking up, a line of energy, radiating joy all the way down from the heavens into the heart. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Feel the back of the hand into the lower back firmly and lengthen out through the crown of the head, up through the spine. And then twisting in the opposite direction, very slowly, inhaling back to the midline. Exhaling as we lengthen, spread the toes wide, root down through the eyes of the soles of the feet, connect to the earth. Again, feel a line of energy coming down from the earth into the heart. What has the world got to offer us today? And slowly coming back to a deep squat as we take that elbow to the opposite knee in a slight rotation and twist in the body. Inhaling as we arise, coming back into that sense of lengthening and slowly to the other side. And slowly, give yourself a nice firm massage here once more, down through the side neck muscles. The eye of the palm traveling down through the midline. Very slowly. There's no hurry. Both hands come up in a clearing gesture, just releasing that last movement. Continuing with releasing tension in the neck and shoulders and throughout the spine today. I invite you to slowly take the back of the hand once more to the kidney, and we're going to take now the left hand, I'll mirror you, the left hand glides back behind us, and then we inhale and the hand comes up and the thumb faces down and the palm faces out. And perhaps if there's any shoulder tension, the arm only travels up to shoulder height. If there is greater range of motion for you today, I invite you to explore taking the arm, a strong, straight left arm back behind you. Feel the back of the hand into the lower back firmly. And then place the eye of the palm slowly up to the heavens. As you rotate that arm up to the heavens, we glide back to the midline and across the body slowly. And we look up at the eye of the palm up to the heavens. Slowly back to the midline, the hand descends down through the midline, through thick air. Should feel pretty good, huh? As we take the back of the hand, moving with grace, back of the hand then sweeps forward, palm to the outside, back behind us, thumb faces down, fingers together, and perhaps set our gaze at the middle finger for a moment of sattva, a moment of stillness and clarity. Palm rotates up now towards the heavens. As we slowly turn back to facing forward, the arm travels along with us, strong straight arm up to the heavens, glides over as we twist through the body. coming back to the midline, slowly descending